Chris Brown is a colorist, okay? I'm tired of him getting away with it. If it was a racist white man that didn't want dark-skinned black women or anybody else that's black in their section, y'all would cancel them quick. But let it be Chris Brown, y'all give him a pass every single time.
Chris Brown is a colorist. Let's talk about it. Hey beautiful people, how y'all doing here today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video is a video about Chris Brown. People are calling him out on social media for being a colorist, and you guys know this is not the first time we're hearing this. There's this old talk about Chris Brown not liking dark-skinned black women and not, he doesn't want them around him, including at the tables, at the club. He doesn't want dark-skinned black women. Not black women, dark-skinned. He likes the mixed one and all that, the ambiguous ones. He likes those ones. But the dark-skinned black women is a no-no. Those are all the allegations that have been going on for years. So apparently, this dark-skinned black woman decided to come share a story time about how she and her friend was promised to get into the VIP. And when they saw Chris Brown manager, he literally said he doesn't have ticket for them to go to the VIP because they are dark skinned. And while they were there standing waiting, trying to sort the thing out, one of the staffs, Chris Brown staff, walked up to the light skin, because there were three girls. One was two was dark skin, one was light skin, and said they want to give the light skin girl a ticket. And then also there's also another story time of a lady, which I didn't put that story time here. But anyway, let me tell you guys the story. So there's another story of a lady that said that they were trying to buy a ticket, and because they were dark skinned, they said those tickets were not available. Yeah, and this has struck the whole conversation of, is Chris Brown colorist or not? Some people are saying that this is his preference. Everybody knows his preference as light-skinned black women. Why are we making a big deal about all this? And why some people are saying that he's a colorist and people should stand 10 toes and he should be cancelled as well because he's a colorist. Anyway, guys, let's go check out this lady telling her story, people's reaction to it, and then we'll come back and talk. But before I go, with all this bohaha going on, people dragging him, Chris Brown also posted, and he has taken down on his social media. He's not on social media, but he posted saying that mess me with the colorist bullshit clickbait, something like mess me with the clickbait colorist thing, something like that. And then it took out all his page. But also, this is happening a couple of days after people were clapping for him and cheering him up for bringing Killer Nicole on stage to come and do I'm like you done. You know that song? People were already telling me like, oh, finally brought a dark-skinned woman. Oh my God, and oh my God. And now this happened. Anyway, guys, let's go hear the story time, people's reaction, and then we'll talk more.
Two other girls. So Boba finally comes to the gate around like 7:15. He comes to the gate. I know it's him because he had a name tag on. His name tag basically said Boba. So I'm like, hey, are you Boba? Are you Chris Brown's manager? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, I'm here with such and such. He said that you would be escorting me and my friends to the VIP platform. And he was like, oh, no, sorry, I don't have any more VIP wristbands. So mind you, it's 7:10, like 7:05, 7:10. So the concert just started. And I actually saw him have like 50 VIP wristbands in his pocket, but we're going to get there in a second. So he's like, I'm sorry, I don't have any more VIP wristbands left. So I'm like, huh? I'm like, I just got off the phone with such and such. He said that you were expecting me and my friends to come. So he's like, I'm sorry, sweetheart, I can't help you. And he walks away. Doesn't give us a ticket, don't give us any explanation, just that he doesn't have the wristbands. So I immediately get on the phone with my friend that works, with Chris Brown, knows Boba, knows all of them personally. And he's like, what? He's like, he literally just told me that he was coming to get y'all and he was expecting y'all. So he's like, let me call him and see what's going on. So he calls me back and he's just apologizing. He's like, I'm sorry, I don't know why he's tripping like that, but he doesn't want to give you guys the wristbands. So in the midst of it, I'm like, okay, well, he said he didn't have any left. But in the midst of it, we're standing there waiting for about 30 minutes to an hour. And me and my friends are watching him give girls wristbands that came way after us. And these girls were mixed. They were light-skinned. They were Blasian. They were white. They were like, they didn't look like. So one of the guys from Chris Brown's entourage that was also with Boba walked up to my Puerto Rican friend and offered her a wristband. And she was like, well, what about my two friends that I'm with? And they're like, we can't help them. So this video is getting a little bit too long, but to make a long story short, we stood there and wasted. We missed Summer Walker and Bryson Tiller because we stood there waiting for somebody to help us for an hour. Boba and the rest of the entourage kept coming up, playing in our faces. They even tried to make us perform for the tickets, like made us spin around, audition, jump up and down on one leg, and stuff that the other women that did not have to do, like the light-skinned girls, the white girls, the mixed girls. They didn't have to do that. They walked up, got their wristbands, were escorted down with no problem. So yeah, after them playing in our face for about an hour, we basically peeped what was going on. We realized we weren't, getting in, and that was that. So after like an hour of us waiting, Boba comes back and he gives us regular tickets, like tickets that were like, you know, up in the sections, like up in the stands or whatever. So, you know, I wasn't like tripping, but I just felt like he was only doing that because I had to basically, not necessarily harass him, but stress to him that we just drove all the way here from Cleveland and we were promised like VIP passes, VIP tickets by such and such. And he said you knew we were coming. So he basically.
I got into a back and forth with a girl in her comments because she decided to make a video about how she went to the Chris Brown concert and was denied VIP entry because she was dark skinned. Yes, y'all. So she basically says that she knows some guy who's plugged in with Chris Brown from London, and he basically told her that he could get her and her friends VIP entry, like stage seats, to go see Chris Brown. So they pull up to the Chris Brown concert. The friend is still in London, but calls Chris Brown's manager and says, "Hey, they're outside. Can you go get them?" The manager comes, sees them, and says he's out of VIP tickets. Mind you, she's dark skinned. One of her friends is dark skinned, and the other one is Puerto Rican. So they call the guy back, and the guy's like, "Hold on, let me call him." I guess he calls the manager, then calls them back and says, "Sorry, I don't know what's going on, but he said that he don't have no more tickets." So instead of leaving and going home, they stand out there looking like boo boo the fool, like goofies, watching the manager let other women come in who are clearly, they pass the paper bag test. And while they're standing out there, somebody else from Chris Brown's team comes over to the Puerto Rican friend and says, "I can get you in." And when she says, "What about my friends?" he was like, "No, just you." So they stay out there and basically tap dance for Chris Brown's team until the team feels bad enough to give them some tickets, not to VIP, but like to 200 level tickets. And she's coming on the internet to expose Chris Brown for being colorist and, you know, we're your fans. Even if you're not attracted to us, we're your fans. And it's like, girl, it's Chris Brown. We've heard these allegations for years, at least 10 years. Girl, be serious. You've never heard that he was a colorist. You've never heard the rumors about him not letting dark-skinned women into his section. You've never heard that. Everybody knows Chris Brown is colorist. There has been rumors for 10 plus years of him not letting dark-skinned women in his section. Like, this is not new. This is not new at all. Like, nobody's shocked. Nobody's shocked. And I remember Jackie Aina once said, love this quote, "Stop asking a clown why he's a clown and ask yourself why you keep going to the circus. You know that he's like this. So, but now you're mad because you're a victim." There is a lot of dark-skinned women out there, and I can say this as a dark-skinned, who they know that people think that we are unattractive. They know the, you know, negative stereotypes regarding dark-skinned women, and they are out to prove people wrong. They are seeking validation from the people who have this mindset. So in your head, you're thinking, well, yes, that's true. Like, yes, I know he's colorist, but y'all probably just really weren't pretty. I'm pretty, so I know that I can get on stage. And you got humbled. You got humbled. Now you want to come to the internet and complain about a man who has had colorist allegations and allegations of abuse for 10 plus years. Be so serious. Y'all are dumb, and y'all are even more embarrassing the fact that you stayed knowing that that happened to y'all. That's how he feels about y'all, and y'all stayed. Just goofy. So before Chris Brown threw a tantrum and deactivated all of his social media, he posted this: "Miss me with the colorist rage baiting." So this is, I guess, what you would say is his side of the story. Everybody's not lying on you. I don't care how many people in the comments say, well, maybe it was this, maybe it was that. Everybody's not lying. I've been hearing these stories since I was in college. I went to college in Miami. This is where a lot of celebrities come, pop up at clubs and stuff. I have been hearing this since I was in college. Not to mention, I made a video about one girl's video. Then my best friend sent me somebody else's video saying the same thing, that she pulled up and security would not let her and her friends in. No. And to me, his post saying, you know, I'm getting off social media, y'all are getting on my nerves, y'all are annoying. You didn't, in my opinion, deny anything. You're just mad that people are calling you out. Period, point blank. You didn't let them women come in there because they were dark skinned, or your security didn't let them in because they know your type. And so they said, nah, y'all can't come in. We know what he likes. And that's just it. And my thing is, if you want to have your preference, that's cool. But as a celebrity, when you know you have a very diverse fan base, you should treat everybody with respect, whether you're attracted to them or not. That's the thing. You don't have to, you know, not treat somebody well because you're not physically attracted to them. But I know that Chris Brown has this huge fan base that will turn a blind eye to all of his faults. So y'all want to support him? Be my guest. I'm going to shut up talking about it because we know he likes to use women as punching bags. And, you know, if he'll beat up the prayer friends, allegedly, what do you think he's going to do to a darkie?
Chris Brown is a colorist, okay? I'm tired of him getting away with it. If it was a racist white man that didn't want dark-skinned black women or anybody else that's black in their section, y'all would cancel them quick. But let it be Chris Brown, y'all give him a pass every single time. I'm tired of it, and I hate that I had to use that, but at the end of the day, it's true. These two dark-skinned women that was paying for VIP, he did not let them pay. But the women behind them and their light-skinned friend, he let them pay and get tickets. When the two dark-skinned women was waiting to try to get into VIP section, whole time, their security, Chris Brown's team, he told them that they cannot get in because of their skin color, yet their light-skinned friend can. I'm so sick of this shit. Y'all gotta stop supporting people that don't really like our community, that don't support all of us. And I know this is coming from my red ass, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna stick up for dark-skinned women. Shit, like what? Why we can't all stick up for them? They go through enough hell. When Tokyo Vanity said that he was a colorist, we should have all believed his ass, because all we do is see him do the same bullshit all the time. And y'all tried to cancel E. Kane for that shit. And whole time, when Chris Brown does it, it's not a problem. It's okay. It's Chris Brown, so he can get a pass to be a colorist. And I should have never been hyping him up yesterday, because whole time, here he go again with the same bullshit. I'm thinking he changed. Nope, he's still the same colorist woman that he's always have been, and he always will be.
I have been a fan of Chris Brown since he was 15, 16 years old, okay? I followed this man's career all the way up until now. I am 26. I've been following him since I was 9 years old. That man literally has a song dedicated to brown women. He has had brown-skinned women as the main girl in his videos. And as I recall, he has brought black women on his stage to dance and grind on them. For years, this man has been doing this. Since Take You Down came out, since that song came out, when I was a child, I used to watch the videos of him grinding on people. I was a fan, you know what I'm saying? He's been doing this shit since the end of time. People who are just catching on are new to this shit. He's been bringing black women up on stage for centuries, okay? I think the real argument is that he's not dating brown and darker women. Maybe Chris Brown got a little touch of that Karuchi and just could not stop with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I just went with Karuchis. You know what I'm saying? He just with Karuchis. I can't blame him. You know, once you try something for the first time, it's like, damn, I need that again. What's the problem with that? You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if the right black woman really came to Chris Brown and really showed him something different, I'm pretty sure he would switch lanes. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all really limit yourself in believing that y'all won't be chosen by a man just off of who he dates and his preference. Like, you could step into a man's life and change his perspective, literally on anything, if you're that girl. So, I'm tired of this argument. I'm tired of this. Like, y'all really need to stop.
Brown said, here, damn. He got tired of y'all talking about he ain't bring no brown skin baddies, no dark skinned girls on the stage, and he picked Kayla Nicole. Not only somebody who's not conventionally dark skinned, I mean, she's darker than his normal preference, but she's also famous, so it was kind of like, you know, and everybody's like, oh, finally Chris Brown brought it. If you have to say finally he brought a brown skin or chocolate girl on stage, that's very telling. Y'all say that out y'all mouth like it's just normal, but that's not normal at all. The story times go viral every single time. It's so often at this point, I'm just used to it. Like the story times of, oh, he's colorist. Oh, he won't let black girls in his section. Oh, he won't let black girls in the VIP area. Oh, he'll never bring a black girl on stage. Like, at what point do y'all just say, okay, he don't like us, it's okay? Obviously, he doesn't like black women in a sense of like, he doesn't want to date you, he doesn't want to be with you. But when he's disrespecting y'all as fans, why? Why would he change anything if he's steady going viral for being colorist, but the brown-skinned girlies are still going to the shows? Y'all are still showing up. Why would he change anything? He has nothing to change because there's no consequences to his actions. Like, I wonder when the brown-skinned girls buy a $1,000 meet and greet ticket and he see that they coming up next in line, will he be like, please?
Look, Chris Brown is not colorist. Stop saying that. I don't think most of y'all even know what the definition is. A lot of it seems to come from the fact that you all may have low self-esteem. See, the women that keep saying it are the ones who believe that he wouldn't pick them. And man, probably with that attitude, he would not. Like, you got to go on. You got to stop making your issue someone else's issue. See, there's nothing wrong with that man having a type of woman that he may prefer to date or to rub up on, if that's what he's doing. Like, if you were a celebrity and you could bring any guy or woman into your section, and it's really women who keep on saying this, but if you were a woman and you can bring any man into your section or any man on stage with you, what is going to be a man that you like, right? A man that you attracted to, right? A man that you might want to get with, right? So why is it a problem when Chris Brown bring women up, or you see him dating women who he prefers? Like there's not, every person has a type. And if that person's type is not you, it's okay. See? So stop saying that man is colorist. People that are colorist, usually you don't see them around people that look like them. You see them around what they, so if he was colorist and he didn't like people of color or brown people or black people, you will see his entire team would be whiteness. His entire team would be white people. Like, and the women he would probably date would be white. So stop saying that because you have a problem with your self-esteem. Because y'all projecting. A lot of it is y'all projecting. Y'all mad that you can't be with them. And a lot of y'all probably couldn't because it ain't your color. Like, come on, man. Like let's be real here. Leave that man alone. Stop spreading lies about him. He's never said that. Y'all never heard him say he don't like women of color. If he didn't want somebody in his section back in the day, it might have been because they didn't need to be in his section. It's his life, his business, and he can do with it what he wants. Leave that man alone about what he likes or doesn't, because you don't really know. Thank you. I got your back, Chris.
If you're a Chris Brown fan, you already know what it is. And I'm sorry that young lady had to experience that. But do you know how colorist you got to be where you don't even want to sprinkle in one or two dark-skinned girls just to clean up the PR? It's strictly none. Ugh. That's why I don't get into stand wars about any of these celebrities. Even when they talking shit on my favorite person in the world, which y'all know is Ariana Grande. Sometimes you just gotta let them whack your favorite artists because some of the shit just be true. I'm just not gonna go back and forth with nobody. But yeah, that girl was absolutely beautiful. Very, very stunning. But, once Tokyo made that video years ago, I just took it for what it is. And that's why I didn't go to Breezy Bowl this year. I was going to go to the October 3rd, but I was just like, I'm going to save my money. I saw him once, and, that was enough for me personally. But, yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm just not surprised. I'm just saying, damn. He is strict. He is so strict. And Kayla Nicole, people keep bringing up Kayla Nicole. That was strictly PR. That was PR. She did a great job. She ate that up. But that, that doesn't change anything. But sorry that girl had to go through that. But this is, if you listen to his music, or it's not surprising.
There's too many dark-skinned women who feel like if it didn't happen to me, it's not real, or it didn't actually happen. Because the way y'all come for these dark-skinned women who are speaking about going to Chris Brown concerts and being discriminated against is ridiculous. Just because it's not your reality doesn't mean it's not reality. So I'm going to leave the creator tag below, but essentially she said that Chris Brown picks his VIP people and who he lets on stage based on the brown paper bag test, and he handpicks who gets to come into his VIP. His entourage is fully aware, his security is fully aware. They know how Chris Brown operates. He just directs them to do it, and they do as he says. People were trying to defend Chris Brown by saying, oh, but he brought Kayla Nicole on stage, or he brought this young lady on stage who still meets the brown paper bag test. It's the fact that if you paid your tickets, you paid your money to come support this artist, then you should not be discriminated against. And I hate that these young women are having to experience this in real time and, going from a fan to being discriminated against. I know it could be hard, and I empathize with you, but y'all gave this man too much leeway. And there's a lot of women who meet the brown paper bag test who are just turning their cheek to it, turning the other cheek. Like, what? I don't understand what the problem is. And there's dark-skinned women who are doing it too because they feel like if they haven't experienced it, then it doesn't make it real. It's just not possible. I would never spend money on a Chris Brown concert. And if you feel like him picking you based on your complexion makes you better than anybody, think again. Because if there was a white woman standing next to you, believe me, you wouldn't be in that VIP section. I'm just saying.
Okay. Please go down in the comment section, share your thoughts. I'd love to know what you guys think about this conversation. And let me know if you are a Chris Brown fan. Go down and share your thoughts. But please, as always, keep it respectful. You're on this channel. We're allowed to disagree, but we'll do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, and share your thoughts. Love to know what you guys think. So for me personally, I just want to say this. Yes, me, I'm a Chris Brown fan. I'm a fan of his work in terms of music. Like I love his music, and I remember my very first stage performance ever that I danced while I was still in the university. It was a Chris Brown song. I loved it. Maybe that's why I have an attachment to him, because yeah. So I just want to say that, but that will not take the fact that media has always had it. We've always had this conversation over and over of Chris Brown being a colorist. And the truth is that the black community, this is not me giving a pass to him. He is a colorist. He is a colorist. The data has showed it. And I think Rihanna is the darkest girl he has ever dated. Just saying. But let's even look at into the black community. A lot of black men are colorists. So I feel like it's a larger problem. A lot of black men don't like dark-skinned black women. Like there's an hierarchy to this thing. Like there are some people that will consider me a little bit light-skinned. There are some people that will consider me dark-skinned. Like go, yeah, with them. But there's this hierarchy that comes in. They will pick a white woman over you as a black woman, over you as a dark-skinned black woman. They will pick a mixed woman over you as a non-mixed. So like I've said it a couple of times on the channel. Generally, the way this world moves, there's an hierarchy to it. Dark-skinned black women are at the bottom of it. It is what it is. That's the reality we live in this world right now. So seeing Chris Brown or seeing other black men being like, knowing that they are colorists, like I'm not surprised. Like I am not surprised. But the truth is that as a, like me, I've never been to, I don't know, maybe because they barely come to Africa and all that, but I've never spent any money. I've never gone to a concert before. Have I? Yes, I have when I was still in school. When I was still dancing, I went to the P Square and all that. But I think at my grown age, I've never been to any concert. And I don't know if there's anyone I'm going to go, it will be the Beyonce one. But I don't think I'll watch it from home. I'll listen to it on YouTube, and it is what it is. But also, as a dark-skinned black woman, the ones that tell the story about how they were trying to buy the ticket, and the ticket, they refused to sell it to them because they are dark-skinned. Like, I would have just gone home with my money, quietly, peacefully. I'm gone. The ones that was waiting, girl, like for me personally, I wouldn't have waited. And if I was among the friends that were there, we would have left immediately. They start giving us attitude. I have too much pride to be standing around and be calling. I have too much pride. Like I would have just be gone. I'll be sour, like that's it. So my heart goes out to them. And Chris Brown come to say, oh, mess me up with the colorist clickbait. Are you for real? Are you for real? You're not beating the allegations at this point and all that. But yeah, I don't see what Chris Brown is doing. For me, we all know is a public knowledge. You do what you want to do. If you feel like, oh, even though he's a colorist, I still want to support his music, it's on you. If you want to say, oh, he's a colorist, I will not, is on you. It's your money. You work hard for it. But don't allow anybody, especially as a dark skin, especially as a black woman, don't let anybody, including black men, to make you feel less of yourself because of your skin color, which you don't have control over. And even if you have control over, you are gorgeous, you're beautiful. Stand 10 toes on them and save your money. But I can't tell you what to do with your money, like always. So anyway, guys, you guys let me know what you guys think about this conversation down in the comment section. But as always, keep it respectful. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go ahead and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see, and that'll be you supporting this channel and this girl here. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in my next video.